Okay, I think we're live again. Otas. Right.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Target acquired.
Okay.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Command center upgrade complete. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So worried about the Blink.
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete.
Here he comes.
Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
Why was I building those missile turrets when I wasn't getting cloak? And why didn't I get cloak? I think in an emergency scenario like that, I need to get cloak. I don't think it'll cut into my total Banshee count, so there's no reason not to. I don't think I would have had it done in time. But it's literally the only way I'm going to survive a blink all in. Because 3 Banshees can beat 8 Stalkers if the Stalkers can't see the Banshees. And it didn't look like he had a... Oh, I should have walled off the low ground too. That way he might blink onto the ramp, and then he won't be able to blink into my main. Planetary would have gotten a couple more shots off. Yeah, definitely those emergency scenarios. I need to get cloak, because that's the only survival method. I knew he had Twilight. I knew he has 1 base. And I knew I didn't kill his Nexus. So he was a 1 base with a lot of money.
Not enough minerals. 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 Additional supply depots required.
Got lag again. Oh, it's Brazil, no wonder. Yeah. Yeah. I've learned a lot about geography from playing StarCraft 2. I always thought there was 3 North American countries, but forgot about Brazil and Singapore and Australia, all these other North American ones.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Stupid SCV went with the way to get spotted by an Overlord again.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, what one base island are we facing?
Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
I have to guess it's Ravdrellin. For some reason my SCV didn't go into scout. Went to the third base instead. So we're on guessing duties, 50-50 chance. The other thing is the gas is late, so I think it's better to delay my planetary than delay my
Not enough
factory.
minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Command center still late
Base
anyways, so it didn't
is
matter.
under attack.
Didn't have a... Couldn't build it that early.
Command center upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
He built more units. Not sure what they were, but something killed it fast.
Center upgrade. Unacceptable landing zone. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Base is under attack.
Wow, that's a super fast layer. Never understand Zerg players. When you're going for that sort of cheese, why show it immediately to your opponent by making an overseer?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete.
Can't hold them alone.
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
Took him long enough. It's like he went all in on layer tech. Twiddled his thumb for 5 minutes. And then actually committed the all-in. Maybe he was trying to get like lurker range or something before he did it. What was the corruptor about, I wonder? Maybe it's going to be a mute all-in, and then he saw the turrets and changed his mind. Maybe that's why it took so long. Was the corruptor just to get Nidus vision? Because that was a corruptor in my base, wasn't it? I don't think that was a changeling that opened it.
Not in.
3 Smurfs. Like 7 games of lag. 1 real game last game and I lost. Okay, Protoss.
Not enough minerals. 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 Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Not the best start to this game. Pulled workers for no reason. He didn't really hide my build much at all.
Not enough minerals.
Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
I'll pull more SCVs now because what's the odds of this actually getting up?
Base is under attack. Unacceptable landing. Add-on complete.
So many. Yeah, it's gone. There's no way. Some other guy went to Chrono 2 gate. Oh, he killed them all. I thought I was at least be able to save one. How do you spread the fire like that? Because if he was focus firing SCVs one at a time, then I would have been able to save one. I guess he just A moved, and that's how it turned out. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have to focus fire, because there's no planetary yet, so the SCVs are the highest threat. There's so many Smurfs. I want to get real wins too. I don't want to have a 30% win rate because of all these auto quitters. This is like 100% what killed the ladder population. Whether people know they stopped playing because of Smurfs or not, they did stop playing because of Smurfs. Because all of a sudden you start having like only losing sessions. And that's why. auto quitters inflating my MMR. And then when you actually get to play the auto quitters, their MMR is tanked by like 200, so their win rate's like 80%.
Not enough minerals.
Right, let's see if we can force this SCV to go the right way. It's better.
Not enough minerals.
Oh my gosh, Australia. Let me play the game. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Not enough minerals. 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 Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Command center up. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
Oh, that's why.
Base is under attack.
There's something in the way.
Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build.
Not enough minerals. Our SCV base is under not attack. Enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals complete. Not enough energy. Not enough minerals.
Can't hold them alone.
That mute us? Maybe Queen's all the way out there, would it?
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete.
I can't build here.
Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals required.
Okay, maybe it wasn't.
Add-on
Muse.
complete. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Add-on complete. Not enough. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas. Mineral field depleted. Research. Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespene gas. Additional supply. Not enough energy. Upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete. Command center upgrade. Insufficient Vespene gas. Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Got any extra firepower?
Insufficient Vespene gas. Base is under attack.
It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable landing zone. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Command center.
That hurts. That was my one opportunity to counterattack.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under attack.
Mayday! Mayday!
Insufficient Vespene gas. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, random.
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted.
Got any extra firepower?
Additional supply
It's heating up out here.
Your forces are under attack.
Got any extra
Mineral field
firepower?
depleted.
Why do I have so many tanks?
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
I'm in a heap of trouble. That's a negatory. It's blocked. Got any extra firepower?
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Up out here.
Your forces are under attack. Vespine geyser exhausted.
This vessel requires assistance.
Our base is under attack. Unacceptable landing zone.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals.
Parasitic Bomb is
Not
back,
enough
except
minerals.
counters the Vikings and it covers Ravens.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough. Vespine Geyser exhausted. Vespine Geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
So much.
Not enough. Your forces are under attack. Not enough energy.
It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted.
Got any extra firepower?
Your forces are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack.
That's GG. What do I got left?
Insufficient
Not much of
SCV
anything.
gas.
Basically, I have to take that base and it's impossible. I guess we could try up here, but it's game. No Ravens either. Not that it's easy to be aggressive with Ravens against Parasitic Bomb.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Mineral field
Got any extra firepower?
not enough energy. Command center upgrade complete. Base
He
under
is
attack.
filthy rich. I am broke.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Vikings was a really bad idea when I saw the Broodlords. Assuming I already knew he had Parasitic Bomb, which I think I did. There's really no counter to Broodlord and Viper now to think about it. So normal things I can do is counterattack. Viking missile turret. And that's it. And both those things are super vulnerable to parasitic bomb. But it was nice to actually play a game of StarCraft 2. No lag, no Smurf. Well, he might have been a Smurf. He was actually playing out that game. About a 1 in 3 chance he was, given the odds of the current ladder.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough
Yeah, let's not mess up the build order this time.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Not enough.
There's something in the way.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough energy. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I forgot to take my more next gas geysers. Let's go back to 3 in gas because of that.
Complete. Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required.
Split it out again. Did this last time on this map too.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Oh, it's such a big supply block.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Our SCVs, our forces are under attack.
Oh, come on.
Base is under attack.
That was salvageable. I screwed that up big time. I let the Zealots get to the far side of the depot. Didn't matter how many SCVs I left in my main base, I just needed to make sure that door closed. Alright, at least I got the same map and same matchup, so I can try this build again. This time without supply blocks.
Not enough minerals. 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 Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. 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 Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Add-on
We're getting
complete.
these depots, man.
Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete. Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
I cannot get that build right. I mean, the siege tank's not going to help when I have no scan anyways, but still, I need some mental trigger to build that depot.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Are we up against? Oh, Zerg, I need to go. Let's help that all in. Too late.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
Maybe I'm
minerals.
just mentally off this stream or something. Oh. 200 ping again. Is something wrong with my
Not
internet?
enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Central US. Shouldn't be bad. We are dropping frames as well. Oh, I'm glad I'm hellbat all-inning. This is super bad lag.
Not enough minerals.
Drop more frames.
Something in the way.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Might be okay. More drop frames the last minute or so. I think we might be okay now.
Not enough minerals.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals.
No. Okay.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. 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 complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Nice to face someone who doesn't know me, for once. Based on the way he reacted to my planetary. Seems like he wasn't expecting to ever see that. Oh, weird. Well, I did have a fourth. He canceled it. I'm like, where's his money? Couldn't figure it out. I guess that's where he saw me. Well, I don't think he didn't react quickly though, so probably didn't see me until it's moving into his main. No, there's the 24 links. Maybe I just macroed well. I feel like he should have more, but he doesn't. Like usually when they have nothing, they have like a full 4 base economy because they've just been mass droning. This guy doesn't have a lot of queens. He did have double upgrades going. That could be where all his money was. He did lose 4 lings as well. He's definitely mass droning. Layer. I guess that's slightly different. I think it's totally unfair. The Zerg gets to do this. Without scouting anything, they get to always go blindly go spore crawlers. And it doesn't affect their build at all. If Terran players blindly made missile turrets, which I know I do, but if pro Terran players blindly made missile turrets, it would put them so far behind. So far behind. It takes away like strategy from the game. The need to scout, the trickery of like double cloak Banshee opener or Oracle opener. Ooh, I do see another 40 dropped frames, which isn't much. But I was hoping that was just a anomaly. And my internet wouldn't say bad tonight, but
Not enough minerals.
I don't know.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals required. Not enough minerals.
Oh, so close. Oh, I'm losing now. I zoomed in there. That was how I wanted micro.
Attack. Not enough minerals.
Something in the way.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
That's my guess.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete.
Something in the way.
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Landing zone. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough energy. Command center upgrade complete.
I think the plan is we just accept we're going to die to mutas. Because I don't have the resources to deal with it anyways. So that means we should probably be getting gas.
Command center upgrade complete.
Armories.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Can't hold them alone.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Upgrade base is under attack. Upgrade complete. Not enough energy.
That's
I can't build here.
Add-on complete. Not enough. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas. Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable landing zone. Our SCVs are under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
I shouldn't have base traded.
Mineral field. Research complete. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
There's so many spores.
Research complete.
This vessel requires assistance.
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough energy. Base is under attack.
It's heating up out here. Got any extra firepower? It's heating up out here.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
It's heating up out here.
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespine gas. Base is under attack. Unacceptable.
I didn't know he was casting it on me. I was assuming you go for the planetary because that'd make more sense.
Not enough.
Got any extra firepower?
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Upgrade complete. Mineral field base is under attack.
Got any
Mineral
extra
field- Vespine
firepower?
geyser exhausted. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
No, you idiots. What are you doing up there?
Insufficient under attack.
We're just too far behind economically, unfortunately.
Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Got any extra
Mineral
firepower?
field depleted. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Mineral field
SVs aren't repairing.
not enough energy.
That's unfortunate.
Our SCVs are under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
That's what you should be doing.
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Base is under attack. Not enough energy. Mineral field
Ah,
not enough energy.
okay. I needed to take a good fight at some point to get back into the game, and I never did. Mass Roach is just the easiest thing to do in the game, and yet also the strongest thing against my strategy. I'm basically just praying that he makes units that are more skillful. It's like, please go to Hive Tech, please make Ravagers, like anything to pure Roach. It's just so many hit points. And they have armor. Without Stim or the splash of siege tanks,
Not enough minerals.
really get far. Although I guess I could mix in one siege tank at a time. I did have that game where I accidentally made siege tanks, and it kind of worked out okay.
Not enough
I mean, I lost them all in the
minerals.
very first battle, but they looked
Not
okay in
enough
that battle.
minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
God damn it. I'm so bad at this game. How come I can't do that anymore? I used to always get that first
Not
try.
enough minerals.
I think I'm attack moving too late or
Not
something.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack.
Bring some extra SCVs already, because this is not looking good.
We could use some help here.
Command center upgrade complete.
Actually.
Base is under attack. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
We could use some help here.
Add-on complete. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Research complete.
I'm in deep.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough energy. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted.
I'm lagging again.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
How did this even get in here?
Add-on complete. Command center upgrade complete. Our SCVs are under attack. Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals. Not enough mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Mineral field depleted. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not additional supply depots required.
Depots.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional upgrade complete.
Should I bring the tanks? Maybe I should.
Unacceptable. We are at maximum supply. Mineral field depleted. Rescue geyser exhausted. Command center. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, I think I had the money and the army left over to switch into Thor's. Surprised his gateway unit stayed alive so long. Because I don't think Cyclones lock on to interceptors. At least they shouldn't. They do, it's a bug. Which means I was probably locking onto his Stalkers and Immortals, and I had those 3 high ground siege tanks I was shelling at them. They certainly weren't shooting at carriers. So I guess I was probably shooting a lot of interceptors now thinking about it. Because I was using the auto lock on. And the auto lock on is limited to 1 lock on per unit. So if there's 5 Stalkers and I have 25 Cyclones, only 5 Cyclones are going to lock on. The other 20 are going to sit there just auto attacking. And I didn't get any attack upgrades, which would be what would help the auto attack. Doubles expense because he knows how to have a 3rd. And he has killed quite a few workers. 13. Maybe not as many as I thought. Maybe hit a little bit late compared to the ideal time, but not terribly late. I probably would have hit earlier too if I wasn't banking money. I didn't get my extra production up in time, and I was not keeping my factories I had active. So it took me a while to spend through all this money. I'm glad I brought the siege tanks though. I think they really assisted with this next fight. Yeah, they can't shoot too far, but still should be shelling things on that ramp, I think. It's funny how they're afraid of... They're really afraid of being orange. I always say, like, interference matrix, or sorry, anti-armor missile does nothing, but this case it literally does nothing. Because it doesn't help the lock-ons at all. Lock-ons are an ability, not an attack. It's funny how this Immortal's surviving. I think he does have enough to push me away. So he could keep this Nexus alive and keep this Nexus alive. The problem is he's going to lose a whole ton of probes. I'm still going to be able to retreat with some Cyclones, and now I'm spamming out mass Thors. Which is almost certainly going to get one of them caught right here. Stuck right there, but the rest should be able to get out okay. I think Thor Hellbat would do pretty well against this. Hellbat's in front to soak up the immortal shots. Thor's to absolutely wreck the Tempest and carriers. You have to manually lock if I lock onto multiple units. Yeah, you do. Which is why it's probably good to have lock on on a rapid fire hotkey. For me, it's my key of T, which works for everything. The other annoying thing is cyclones in the back. I have trouble getting in range to lock on because the ones in the front are blocking them. So you kind of want to run up really close to the enemy army, then rapid fire all your lock-ons, and then run away. But running up really close to the enemy army is not something pleasant to do with cyclones, because cyclones die so quickly. Which is part of the reason why one-on-one cyclone beats almost anything, but with full-size armies, cyclones kind of become garbage. All right, I think it's that time of the night. Hmm. Are you playing Warzone or SC2?
Moving on. I put 2 bouncy Betty on this side.
Bouncing Betty. That's a real weapon. That's from World War II, right? Don't remember what it was. Probably some sort of bouncing grenade or something. Countdown to Cheesedelphia. That's kind of cool. Cheesedelphia is still going. It's a LAN party / LAN tournament that runs in Philadelphia every year. What about this guy? Wootsickle.
Because my units were there. You dropped where my stalkers were. Maru always somehow drops where my stalkers are not. It's 50-50.
Oh, no.
I guess you just get...
Sorry, YouTube VOD users. I think you guys got a whole bunch of ads in my video now because of that. It's scary how good that thing is at picking up any bits of music. Some obscure piece of music that it's only like 3 seconds of it, and then all of a sudden you're copyright struck, and correctly copyright struck. Even tells you the song. Anyways, yeah, with that, I'm out of here, guys. Enjoy Wootsickle stream. Have a good one.